Sandra Bullock is here. She is one of Hollywood's most indelible actresses. She is also one of its most versatile, with performances in hits like Speed, Miss Congeniality, and the Oscar-winning drama Crash. Here is a look at some of her work.
Miss, can you handle this bus?
Oh, sure. It's just like driving a really big Pinto.
I need to know, can you handle this bus?
I'm fine. Just tell me what the plan is. Okay. Is there a plan?
Just for you to drive. We're okay for now. Just keep us above 50.
Good plan. So you're a cop, right?
That's right.
Well, I should probably tell you that I'm taking the bus because I have my driver's license revoked.
What for?
Speeding. I am dressed. I have gel in my hair. I haven't slept all night. I'm starved. And I'm armed. Don't mess with me. Whoa. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm good. I wake up like this every morning. I am angry all the time, and I don't know why, Carol. I don't know why. And Yeah, call me back.
Kate.
Hey, Alex was just telling me about the lake house.
In the meantime, let's start talking to people. We don't need his blessing for that. I think we should just speak to people on the street.
Yes, and in our nicest way, the way that would most put people at ease, say.
Madam, may we ask you about the gruesome murders out of the Clutter home?
Maybe you should drop the word gruesome.
There he was,
Standing.
kneeling
Like a man.
on a bed of rose petals in a tuxedo. Your son. Your son. And he was choking back soft sobs. And when he held back the tears and finally caught his breath, he said to me,
Margaret, will you marry me? And she said, yep. The end. I was hungry.
Sandra Bullock has now been nominated for her first Best Actress Oscar for The Blind Side. She plays a feisty Memphis mother who adopts a homeless African-American boy with unusual football talent. Here is a look at the film.
I'm not cutting, I'm just asking. Let me tell you something, all right? We have been sitting around here for over an hour, and when I look around, all I see are people shooting the bull and drinking coffee.
How can I help you?
Oh, he was first.
No, you go ahead. I think I want to hear this.
Me too.
You're right.
Excuse me? You're right? How'd those words taste coming out of your mouth?
Like vinegar.
Who is that, S.J.?
Big Mike. He goes to high school here.
What is he wearing? It's below freezing. Do you have any place to stay tonight? Don't you dare lie to me.
was this a bad idea?
What's the big deal? It's just for one night. It is just for one night, right, Leanne?
Tell me just one thing I should know about you.
I don't like to be called Big Mike.
Leanne, is this another one of your charities?
We need to find out more about his past.
He's been enrolled in 7 different institutions. His grade point average begins with 0.
He needs to do better in school. I'd love to work with him.
This is mine?
Yes, sir.
Never had one before.
What, a room to yourself?
Not bad.
Michael's grades have improved enough that he can go out for spring football.
How's he doing?
Haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet.
It's all real nice what you're doing, but don't be surprised if one day you wake up and he gone.
I heard you got you a new mama now. She fine, too.
Michael was here.
Tell him to sleep with one eye open.
You threatened my son. You threatened me.
Sandra Bullock.
We're in the middle of practice, Leanne.
You can thank me later. This team is your family, Michael. You have to protect them. Tony here's the quarterback. You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me.
Yes, ma'am.
SJ, you're going to want to get this.
Mike's the best left tackle I've seen in years.
You're changing that boy's life. No, he's changing mine.
The Blind Side.
I said you could thank me later. It's later, Bert.
The Blind Side has also been nominated for Best Picture. I'm pleased to have Sandra Bullock back at this table. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
to see you.
Good to see you.
And that incredible body of work we just saw.
Well,
it's good. Tell me about this story.
I got the script. It was a beautiful script. I mean, you sometimes read a script and you can see the whole thing play out. It was beautifully written, every beat, every moment. But the character of Leanne was a bit much. I didn't buy it. I said, I don't know how to play this. I don't know how to find the person in there. And I didn't buy that she was real. I thought it was sort of a writer taking liberties on a character. And our director, John Lee Hancock, just could not describe her. I kept saying, well, what is it that she's about?
This is before you took the part,
before
or after
I took the part.
Before
I took the part. Because I just wanted to know, why do you think I can play this woman? I don't see, He couldn't describe her. And so finally, 8, 9 months later, he said, well, why don't you just go to Memphis and meet her? And so there was a time I was in Austin. I said, why don't I just go down to Memphis and meet this woman, and we'll sort of call it a day. And I met her, and just 8 hours later, I was thoroughly exhausted. I can't describe her. I can't, because it's an energy and it's a drive she has that you either get behind her and get caught in the draft, or you get out of her way, because she doesn't care who she hurts along the way, as long as she gets done what she needs to get done. And so I didn't say yes after that, but I think weeks later I saw a crack in her veneer which said, I understand why she's that way based on her upbringing and things that she'd experienced.
But I also said, once you were there, once you started filming, you said to...
it was the worst.
This is a mistake. I shouldn't be here. Why am I here? I don't get this.
It was horrible. There's actually a tiny piece of the scene left in the movie, but it was literally maybe 2 lines that I had with one of the guys that was one of the gang members, and I could not figure it out. Couldn't gel. Nothing clicked. It was hot. I was not good. John couldn't help me, and it was literally a scene that should have taken maybe 30 minutes to shoot. Went on to like 3 hours, and I literally got in the car and I said, I've made a huge mistake. And I don't know how I'm going to get through the next 3 months, and we're all going to be miserable. So bad, dumb hatches. But
then what happened?
I don't know. I think week 2 happened, and there were some scenes that actually had flow of dialogue and energy, and the kids came. The kids got there. Lily Collins and Jay Head and Quentin Aaron. And once we were in the family unit, the rhythm made sense. And I think just wearing Leanne for a while and having worked with her rhythm and her cadence, it just... I don't know what happened, but I think once the kids got there, something connected with the banter back and forth, and I found the rhythm there, and it made sense to me. But that first week was not a good time for me.
Did the director say to you, this is why you write for this? This is what makes you the perfect person to play Leanne?
He didn't. Well, I kept saying it. He was so calm about it, and I thought there was something wrong with him. And when someone has such ease about what they do, you always question it. We're okay with drama and someone struggling, but I couldn't understand why he was so calm. But now looking back, he spent 2 years with this family. And, later on I looked at it, I go, well, maybe Leanne and I have more in common than I thought. I thought myself to be gentler, and apparently I'm not.
But people rush forward to say to you, you're exactly like...
That is you. No, my sister said that. Yeah, she said, you might want to look at this.
So tell me who she is, Leanne.
Leanne Toohey. If I could tell you who Leanne was...
this would have been a lot easier.
This would have been, yeah. She's what could be a stereotype of the woman that we imagine coming from Old Miss, from the South. Right. Well-bred, beautiful, cheerleader, very Christian, very much on the right path, and there's nothing in her brain that I believe makes her feel like it's not entitled to her, whatever she says for. Not in a bad way, but in a very clear way.
I should have this,
and
therefore I will get this.
And I've seen it at work, and I don't know how a person is made like that, but I always feel that someone who has that much together in their life at that age had speed bumps along the way, and I need to find the speed bumps in order to figure out who she is, or I'm not buying her.
So how did you figure it out?
I asked some personal questions.